I'd just like to talk about a little idea here. It's a way of sort of keeping track of what goes on when people are playing games. Now, we often play games in mathematics because it gives us the opportunity to practice some skills. It also frees the teacher up to go and watch what's going on at various tables. But while the teacher is watching something at one table, how do you know what's going on at another table? And how do you know that they're actually doing the right calculation or practicing the right thing? See, it's not practice that makes perfect, it's perfect practice that makes perfect. So let's take, for example, we'll take this example. What I've made is some badges. All right, now the badges, when you cut them out, look about this size, and they fit your standard sort of, when you go off to a conference, sort of conference holder, and you put them inside there, and then one person can be control of the game. So, for example, in the game Takeoff, there's an air traffic controller, and the air traffic controller would wear that badge, and Takeoff is about subtracting. So it's about subtracting two single-digit numbers. So you would give them a copy, this player here, a copy of the answers, and they would monitor or be in charge of the air traffic for that game. So if someone said to me, 7 take 2 is 4, the air traffic controller should pick that up and say, no, that's not the right answer. 7 take 2 is 5. Now the air traffic controller could play that game as well, a bit like a banker does in, say, a game like Monopoly, or they could just be off to the side monitoring the calculations. But you'd want to swap that around so someone is not just always the air traffic controller. Now, as you're going around as a teacher, you could start to watch how this little group's playing, for example, the Takeoff game, and you could start to, with a big fat black texter, blot out the answers that they don't need someone to monitor. In other words, if you notice they haven't got any trouble with the 7 take 0 or 8 take 0 or 5 take 0, you get your big black texter and blot out all the take 0 answers from the air traffic controller's sheet, and you'd know that those children have got that one. Maybe some other ones they don't, and you'll start to build up a bit of a pattern there in terms of what they know and what they don't know. And I think we call that assessment for learning. It's what's going on at the time. Now, I also have some games for younger children, and for example here, lots of children want to play the redback race game, or they might want to play the dinosaur game. So a different way to use badges there would be to simply have the badges turned upside down so that not everybody races off to the track the T-Rex game or the walk the dog game. And when they come, they pick up the badge, and that would tell them what they're playing. And in order to someone else to go and play track the T-Rex, if one player was playing walk the dog and someone else is playing track the T-Rex, you'd have to swap badges in order to change spots. So that way the teacher can monitor what's going on over the period of time that they're playing.